Hey everyone, here we are. The 120's finally going up on the hoist. I've got a driver in there. We're going to spin it up and I'm going to have a listen to it, see what we can hear. Okay, I haven't done the underbody wash. I've only washed the car, but I put the pressure washer underneath the front, around here and the back a little bit. So let's just see how I went and just do a quick inspection on everything before we, you know, have a listen too much. Have a quick inspection and spin a few things. Have a look and a listen. All right, that sounds pretty good. I might be back to thinking it's the transfer case. I'm looking at this, has been up the Cape, people. It's got a bit of dust there that we could do. That's once I get underneath, a lot of that will be washed out. 457k, if there's any of that oil on that typical, sometimes oil leak, turbo's good, everything's good. How good's this, right? I'm going to give this a really good clean up because it's going to go back on holidays again and be a Vic High Country car. I mean, 457k, bloody awesome. Just look in case there's any oil leaks. I'm going to grab a few things, check for play. Let's have a look around the back. You can see, not bad. I think I chucked the pressure washer in the back here, probably washed out around here a fair bit. There's no leak at any of these rear axle bearings because they've been done. Mate, can I get is it in neutral? Can you put in neutral, please? Be easier to spin the wheel if it's in neutral, won't it? Just want to be able to have a bit of a... Okay, cool. Too hard to turn anyway with the quality LSD. One of the next things that's going to be happening after inspection, all these oils are going to be coming out anyway. Transfer case. I've literally not been under here until now with you. I can't see anything, so now I'm just going to go check for play. I need two hands in all these components. Then I'm going to get the engine running and get things spinning up, so sit tight. Just from having a feel around, if you look at the tyre and this, there seems to be a bit of backlash going on in this front diff. So that evidence, and I notice there is a bit of movement normally, and I don't do this a lot. Something we've got to do a bit more, same as we need to grab these drive shafts and, you know, have a feel, you know, up and down what's going with those, to see what, you know, normal is. Some of them move more than others and stuff like that. Got to get onto that a bit more as they're getting older. But my suspicions are moving towards the front diff. All right, let's get it spinning up. All right, 40 k's an hour. Can you hear that? Oh, definitely up the back way. Time to get the stethoscope. It's very resonating everywhere. Okay, so when I listen here, it's quiet. I hear nothing. All this is okay. I come to the back. It seems noisy at the back. I listen here. I can hear a bearing, but it's okay. Similar hearing here and here. I don't think there's any problem there. Be very careful of this. Remember my original first thought in the video where I first heard it and I thought transfer case. When I listen here, and around here, it's very loud. So I believe it's the transfer case. What we're going to do next, because I'd rather be 100%, I think we might remove this propeller shaft to eliminate anything on the back turning. See what it sounds like then. All right, now we've got it switched off. You can probably hear me. As much as I went, oh yeah, you know, I don't know about that bit of movement there. Again, probably normal. There's no noise coming from the front diff at all whatsoever. So be careful where noise sound like it's coming from, because everybody that's been in the car has agreed, very difficult, front, rear, center, and that's probably because most likely it's the center, but we don't want to be putting transfer cases in. I've already ordered a transfer case because that was my #1 suspicion, and I was happy to have one in stock for spares for another day when you can't buy them anymore, whether it's for me or someone else. And now that this has happened, once confirmed, I might even buy another one. So don't everyone go buy one. Everybody doesn't need one, because you probably never need it. Now, down the back here, as I tried to say in the video, I don't know if you heard me, here you can hear the bearing, but it sounds normal. These axle bearings have been replaced, less than 100,000 Ks. Can't remember, I'm not going to think about it. Diff's been done, so let's trust the diff guy for a minute. You can hear some bearings, but it sounds normal, and I think it's resonating down from the transfer case through all here, you know, it's all connected through. When I listen around the transmission and everything all sounds normal. When I listen around here, you can hear a bit of noise up here, but I specifically pinpointed this area here because there'll be a bearing in behind there, of course. Might be another one here, so I listen around here. And the worst of it was on this case here. Most likely there'll be a big main bearing in behind here, and it's just going to be worn and flogged, whatever the case may be. It's just had a hard life. So this vehicle's due for some oil changes. So a couple of things we're going to do now. I think what we'll do is, given the cost of diffs and transfer cases, we'll drop these bash plates off. We'll do front and rear diff oil change just so we can have a look at the condition of the oil and that, because this vehicle's been up the Cape. As you can see, no diff breathers that everybody thinks you need, and you can have a look for yourself and see what we find in the diff, and then you can decide whether you need breathers or not. Maybe I'm wrong about the transfer case. I wouldn't say it's a sealed deal yet. Stay tuned. Maybe it is the diff, and maybe it's because I filled it with water. Let's progress and see what we can find. It might be in this video, it might not, but subscribe, turn the bell on in case it's not, or there's other important information you don't want to miss. But I'm still, my first thought when I was driving, when I first heard it, and I went, whoa, that's a main bearing sort of feel. Normally I would say gearbox, but it's not a gearbox, it's a transmission. I went transfer case. So first thoughts are often always the one that's bang on the money. So let's do some oil changes, have a look at some oils and stuff. Before we drop the oil out of this though, I think we'll drop the propeller shaft off at the front here, or whatever we've got to do just to have a listen to the transfer case without the rear spinning. Okay, so what we're going to do, you can see my old pinpoint punch marks there. It's been worked on before to put lockers in and out and all that sort of thing. We've got another mark there now as well. I'm going to drop the propeller shaft out and do it again. But what I've decided is, some people like long videos, some people like short ones. You know, there's been a lot of longer videos lately, so let's try and keep it short. So we'll wrap this one up. This is where it's at. I'm pretty sure it's the bearing in the back there. We're going to take the propeller shaft out in the next video. We'll run it without the propeller shaft in there to reconfirm. We'll do some diff oil changes, maybe off video, but we will drop the oil out of this in the next video and have a look what the oil's like, and it should tell us a story as well. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.